One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the UNLV.
I can play after this, after I finish this game.
Started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Split backs here. Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll toss it to the left. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rams are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally the football. They do such
Which
a
one?
good job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow
There's someone with the 7 in it.
first down.
Yeah, that shit eats, boy.
Grab behind the line. It's Gums. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
I just started this game, man.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Glover. They make the stop, but the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ross. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line, and is running out in the open field, making people miss, and finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Rams have it with a 1st and 10.
I'm not playing, bro.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Warren. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Change now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Making side adjustments here. Trying to get the corner. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The RPO, it's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Rams back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Rams can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll try it again. Spins away from the defense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast,
This
and in a
nigga
hurry.
wearing
He might want another play.
he is. He's wearing an NBA jacket.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. This one's complete. Tripped up for the tackle.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst
Yeah,
corner.
what's
Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of to make big plays.
The Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10.
Hey, have y'all seen a peek at the builder? So basically, demigods are coming back to the game, is what I'm hearing.
Used to play
don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the
I
QB,
think it's gonna be
scrambling,
cheese,
working to
cause
his
how the
right, but
fuck,
he
bro,
wasn't
you gonna
completing that
have?
pass with that pressure.
Now the play
Super
fake.
Bowls, that's always been the
He
case,
wants it
yeah,
all.
but like,
And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's brought down a short return, but the
technically
defense comes
speaking,
out
bro,
on
you could
top with
start
a
off with
pick.
a 25 driver, put
Well, the
2 cap
defense does
breakers
an
on it,
awesome
and end up
job
with a
here with their
50,
backs against the wall in their
and
own
that's
red
still
zone,
enough.
coming
Decent
away
shit.
with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Orji. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got an open man. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Bro, how?
It's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the
I don't see anything where it says watch a fucking video, bro.
He made it look pretty easy.
On your PlayStation?
32, it's first down.
Or what?
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they capitalize not only on the pick,
Hey, you just want to throw a pick. Fuck.
this field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Might be calling a hot route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Colorado State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no prop behind. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Orji. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rams will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
I'm gonna say I can play if I got.
The Rebels with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little...
Are they playing right now?
I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Thomas. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Going up top again. Fires to the middle. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Bro, my quarterback can't fucking throw the ball right, bro.
To return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, looking to pass. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Rebels offense is back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by just 4 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. He's got it on the outside.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. Third play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He's going for it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Toss to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Orji. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Rebels are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Caught behind the line. It's Glover. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Rams need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally...
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's late.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Colorado State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another